And welcome to the high school band's annual spring concert. Just a couple of things before we get started. First of all, we would normally go with symphonic band and follow it by jazz band. We reverse that order tonight because we're on chair and table duty tonight. So I need the larger crowd here at the end. We got to stack chairs, they got to go in the closet down the hallway, and we got to bring lunch tables in because they're SOLing here in the building, and Mr. Lawson does not have a class to do that tomorrow. So he got this done for us today. So if everybody would hang around at the end and help with that transition, that would be just terrific. So this year, as I said at our awards banquet, has been a really good year. It has been a long time trying to get the students to play back on the level of where we were pre-pandemic. And I feel we finally have arrived there, and now we're just going forward. And so they've worked really hard to get us here. And part of that is our jazz program. Our jazz program pre-pandemic was almost non-existent. And then post-pandemic, we managed to bring it back for like the last 4 or 5 years. And it's doing really, really well. So Greg will be kicking off all these tunes. We kind of split time in the rehearsals with the jazz band. With all those on my plate, he's actually had the majority of the last few rehearsals, and so I will probably mess all those tempos up. So he'll be kicking those off. So our first tune is Now's the Time. It's a Charlie Parker tune, and it is he is the king of bebop in that form of jazz. And although this piece is described as more of a riff-based blues with a bebop style and phrase endings, this piece also features 2 solos, Louis on trombone and Charlotte on trumpet. And so now enjoy Now's the Time. So next, Fly Me to the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon was inspired by Cole Porter back in 1954, and songwriter Bart Howard composed a love song titled In Other Words to that tune. The song was made famous by a lot of musicians, but in its heyday it was made most famous when Frank Sinatra recorded it with the Count Basie Orchestra. One of his most famous tunes that he did with that group. And there's actually 2 live albums, one in Las Vegas and one in New York, of him doing that with Count Basie. You can find that on Spotify if you want to go look for it. It's really, really good. So this is arranged by Mark Taylor, and this is Fly Me to the Moon. That was Avery on the piano solo there. Give her a round. Our next tune is Sea Jam Blues by Duke Ellington. We're going to close this section out with this. Sea Jam Blues, also known as Duke's Blues, was written in 1942 and performed by many famous musicians, including Django Reinhardt, Oscar Peterson, and Charles Mingus. As the name implies, it's in the key of C and sets up a nice 12-bar blues structure. Tonight's arrangement is again by Mark Taylor. It sets up in a funky little New Orleans street beat style, and it opens with Avery on piano and has solos by Evie on alto and Charlotte on trumpet. Sea Jam Blues. brief intermission to reset the stage for the next group, so just be patient, please. Okay, thanks for your patience. Before we start this, I'm going to invite up Mr. Tillett and Mr. Roberts. You're out of step.
Always judge, it's okay. But no, I'm Andrew Roberts, the principal, and of course, I already tell the superintendent. We're here to present a special award to our band tonight. But before we go into that, I want to give credit where credit is due. Everyone on the stage, students especially, under the direction of Doug Sproul, which is the best band director in the state, are just... These students are just amazing human beings. I say that because they help us set up, break down, anything that I need, Mr. Sproul gets to them, and they do not complain, and they do it with perfection. I will tell you right now, our forum has never looked better than it has today because of their efforts. So thank you guys just for not only doing your music bit, but for being exceptional students and your character. You just represent our school so well, so I really appreciate it. I'm so proud of you. The award. The Virginia Music Education Association gives an award every year called the Blue Ribbon Award. And how that is achieved is that both the band and the chorus programs have to score a superior rating in their assessments, which we pulled off this year. So congratulations, you're the 2023 Blue Ribbon winners.
Cheesy grin or like, Yeah, it's a difficult award to get just by the fact that that's our first one since I taught at Poquoson High School. And I'm just going to tell you now, if he had said that comment about best band director in the state in front of other parents with other bands, there'd probably be an argument there. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to open this program with a piece called English Folk Song Suite. So just a little bit about this. English Folk Song Suite, written by Rafe Vaughan Williams. You think it's Ralph, but it's Rafe. Was set on a set of British folk songs. This one is set on 17 Come Sunday, followed by Pretty Caroline and DAs and Lazarus is at the end of this. Here's the thing about English Folk Song Suite. Vaughan Williams wrote this, Gustav Holst wrote Suite in E flat and Suite in F for military bands. These three pieces are iconic masterworks in the professional band literature. Not college, not high school, professional band literature. If you are online ever and you hear a live stream of a military band, somewhere someone's always playing these three pieces. That's how big they are. And so the fact that we're able to pull off part of this piece tonight, we're playing a big piece here. It's not a piece that was written for a high school band. It was written for a British military band. And so, and we're going to do the first movement for you. So this is English Folk Song Suite by Vaughan Williams, and Greg is going to conduct this.
putting Squirrel up where he belongs, and I get to read the notes that I prepared last night. A little secret here. Doug's been sight reading tonight. He's been sight reading music notes that I put together about midnight last night. So he has done extremely well, not tripping over the words that I put together. Amazing group, and just like with jazz, school put together quite a variety of different styles tonight. The next one we're moving to is from a fairly contemporary composer, Stephen Reineke. Really features the rich, dark sound that's a trademark of Poquoson High School and the Poquoson High School bands, both on the field and on the stage. In 2001, Reineke wrote Fate of the Gods. It's inspired by a story in Norse mythology of Ragnarok. It is inspired, piece depicts great struggle between good and evil, resulting in the destruction of all things and the emergence of a new idyllic world in the aftermath. Quoting from his program notes, all is destroyed save one tree, the tree of life, Yggdrasil. The tree gradually brings existence back into the world. This time, it is only forces of goodness which are created. Evil has destroyed itself, and good has won all over all. You'll hear this played out musically. Fate of the Gods. played several pieces by contemporary composer John Mackey. Tonight, we'll see what happens when we let percussionists play around a bit. While some of Mackey's works are beautiful and lyrical, I'm not sure I'd use either of those words for the next piece we're about to play. If I'm not mistaken, well, it's certainly inspired by the sound of the foundry. And I think we've got drums, timpani, xylophone back there. I think there's a pile of wood somewhere. Some old pipes. We've got a brake drum, a whip, and Doug, does Lisa know that you borrowed her kitchen mixing bowls? She does. So a little bit of everything, and of course, cowbell. Can't do percussion without cowbell. So once we get started, you'll really see the inspiration, and the title Foundry will be self-evident. Foundry by John Mackey.
I'm not familiar with this microphone. If you remember, we had some unfinished business from our awards program, and we're going to finish that business now. Here we go.
Shall we dance? We gave away a lot of awards, recognized a lot of people at the banquet last week. We have some of the crowning achievements. Tonight, we have the 5 scholarships, plus the Jerry Jones Leadership Award. Many applicants, seniors, were competitive for multiple scholarships. We honor 5 outstanding students tonight with booster-sponsored scholarships. We'll start with academics. This school, it's not just sufficient to have an A average. It's interesting to see how many folks have higher than that. And our academic scholarship goes to the highest GPA this year. But the individual is not just an outstanding student, is involved in scouting, sports, and an outstanding musician. Rising freshman at Oklahoma State University, Patrick Nelson. So as Mr. Sproul pointed out, banquet after banquet, this band thrives on its student leadership. And we have students that are not only leaders within the band structure, but also within community and church activities and all sorts of things. Our leadership scholarship tonight goes to a former section leader, a drum major, somebody involved in school activities, and also an artist and a leader at Poquoson Dance Academy. Our leadership scholarship this year goes to rising freshman at Liberty University, Alyssa White. Band itself takes a lot of time, but these kids, young adults, find ways to get involved beyond just the hours they put in on their instruments and in rehearsals and on the marching field. Our next scholarship this year is for service. Another solid musician, section leader, drum major, volunteer for both church and multiple years at Poquoson Library, rising freshman at Christopher Newport University, Evie Weimer. These are band scholarships, so of course, we certainly need to recognize musicianship. You've heard the quality throughout the year, throughout the concert this evening. Our music scholarship this year goes to a section leader, our participant in symphonic and jazz band, has the distinction of being a member of Triumph Music Honor Society, and was twice selected for all-district band. Rising freshman at George Mason University, our music scholarship this year goes to Jason Norville. final scholarship is for our auxiliary members, those folks you normally see in football and competitive marching season. We've had a small group over the past few years, but this year's recipient has been on the field, in competitions, in parades, and has a separate competitive season that she has to deal with on her own as well. Auxiliary scholarship this year goes to rising freshman at Longwood University, Emily Evans. The final awards we have to present tonight are named after a former booster member, leader in his own right that left us way too young, Jerry Jones. The Jerry Jones Award is presented to outstanding leaders in the graduating class. We have two of them this year who've both shown a great deal of leadership, dedication, putting in the extra time, and keeping these folks in line for multiple years. This year's Jerry Jones recipients for leadership are Abby Horton and Robert Hicks.
Give your mom a hug.
Let's have one more round of applause for our scholarship recipients and leadership award recognition.
We have a couple of other recognitions that we'd like to make. We'll get our act together here in a minute.
No. Don't judge.
We have a few folks that are rotating off of our board, rotating, and no more children coming through the loop to help us out. And we'd like to recognize these folks for the amount of time that they've given to the band boosters and to our students. So first of all, we'd like to call up Elizabeth Horton and Eric Horton. Nice haircut. Next is Regina White. She gets the Quality Made with Love Appreciation Certificate.
Is this over it, though?
She did it.
I used actual stickers on this. Oh.
So the last group of people that I'd like to recognize are our seniors. 4 years of dedication to a high school band program is difficult. It's not a seasonal sport. It's 4 years. It's 4 academic years of doing whatever I ask or tell them to do, you know. And I can't tell them how much I appreciate it. So I'd like for our seniors to come out, make a straight line across the front of the stage, and let them get one more picture of you guys. Don't fall. Greg tells you about our final selection, just a reminder, we're on chair and table duty tonight. It's a beautiful hall. I'd like to be able to use it again. So if everybody would pitch in, last time we had to do this, it went really, really quick. Seemed like everybody knew what they were doing, so we'll see if that, and no injuries, please. No running over feet with tables, you know, things like that. You okay? Good. All right, great. Thank you.
Well, we're certainly going to close out the season and the concert on a high note with a fun samba that features all the different sections of the band. Word of warning, the last time we performed this piece, it ended up with a conga line stretching around the Tab High School auditorium. I say if a conga line breaks out again, please do not head for the exit. Chair duty. Written by prolific wind composer James Barnes, we'd like to transport you to South America, Brazil to be precise, and the Carnival in São Paulo. Folks, thanks a lot. We'll see everybody this fall on the field for Mythical Beasts. Now let's get the chairs picked up, please.